Welcome back to Ratherbe Outdoors. Today guys, we're going camping just for one night. I think it was a rooster. But forgot my helmet lock, so we're gonna be taking that with us in the wilderness. This is our gear setup. Got our Trestle 69, so 70 liter. Got water. Got our vitamin water, body armor, whatever you want to call it. Also going to be carrying a jacket. We got some pants rolled up on the back, and of course a canteen. Hopefully that's enough water for one night. And we're gonna hit the trails. See what we can see. Colors are starting to change, so hopefully we'll get some good shots. See you guys on the trail. For fall, it's a very nice warm day. Seems no one's out here as well since the parking lot's empty. Just a plus. Usually you have to go on bad days to have an empty park. Hopefully it'll just be us today. I'm gonna walk all the way down to the bottom of the valley. And we're gonna find a quarry. And then we got another hill to climb. Something's up there. We'll pop back here, you guys, when we get to the quarry. There's a little squirrel in the tree there. It's the first time I've seen squirrels out here. It's been a while since I've been out here. I had to think about which way to go on this trail. I'm not opposed to going that way, but I already have a spot picked out this way I want to go here. We made it to the quarry. Just been taking a little break here on this rock. I actually have a little swim thing on a metal post, so you can throw it if anyone needs help. Actually really nice. I've just been hanging out here for like 20 minutes. Very peaceful. Next is climbing up that hill after picking up all of our gear. I'm just kidding, it's not that much. I'm not quite sure when this quarry was used or built. There's a whole bunch of them through this valley, dug out. They were used as target practice for a long while until the state found out people weren't picking up any casings or target trash and just using random things as targets. So no more target practice out here. At least that's what it has marked on the signs as of now. But for the same valley, did our battle hunting. There's this fresh pretty much everywhere you go. And I think it'd be a great idea just to spend like a month out here, honestly, next summer. Like throughout the spring, throughout the summer, and throughout the fall. Just try to grid this off and clean it up. I think we could. Bring that folding cart down here. Fill it with trash bags. I move the bags out every day, at least at one point. Because it could be a really nice spot. Just a little bit of cleaning up. Let me know down in the comments if you think we should do it. I definitely think we should. All of our stuff. Here's the hill we gotta climb. I'm sorry there's not too many of the walking shots. Try to get some in the beginning, but when I was packing, I got excited because I found something I needed. I went to go walk across the room, and there was a weight bar, a good amount of weight on it, sticking out, and I caught it at the top of my foot and gashed it open, banged up the bone pretty bad. So walking's not the funnest thing right now. So double walking back and forth to get the cameras, not too much an option if I want my foot not to swell up too much. So we'll have some walking camera shots. Can't get over how nice of a day it is though. Feels like every time I film it's a beautiful day, even when it's raining. Up we go. Might be up here. Need somewhere flat. Put a tent. Isn't anywhere. This is a nice spot. You can barely hear the water from rapids down there. So this will work for a night. Alright, let me shut all this stuff so we can get going. Not sure on the angle of this thing. We're gonna try it out. You can now see the rapids or the rocks. We'll maybe try to take a little venture down there and see what's going on. But first we gotta clean up this site. I think we're just gonna put the tent right here, maybe, or like right here. It's a very small tent. We're also going to have a very small fire tonight. We'll try to find some rocks just to make it a little bit safer. The good thing about living in the north is you don't have to worry too much about snakes. I'm not going to say they're not around or dangerous ones aren't around, just less likely, and it's cooler out. None of this is rocks. We're getting beat on by the sun, so there shouldn't be too much snakes or too many snakes or the chance of snakes. It's 1+. Just 8 months of winter and 3 months of summer. One downfall. Winters are nice though. I enjoy our last winter camping trip we went on. Like 0 degrees. Alright. By the way, tonight we're going to be sleeping in a, what is it, $16, $20 tent from Walmart, and I'm pretty sure it's already torn from when I set it up at home testing it out, so we shall see. Gotta break out the tent as well so you can see what space you're really working with. Okay, get this tent out. See how fun this is or easy this is to get out. And I do apologize if the angles are bad. You get to see how disorganized I am. Okay. There's our tent. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. I'm not feeling any pegs. There will be no pegging going on in this tent tonight. Apologize. But yeah, this is our Walmart tent. Camouflage to keep us hidden. Obviously. Pretty sure when I first ordered this, I wasn't 100% sure on the lack of quality. And the fact that I just did that with glasses on. What's happening? I think I originally planned on using this for stealth camps, because that was kind of a series I wanted to do. I still want to get to it, but I didn't want to have to fuss with this. Who knows? Maybe we'll fall in love with this tent. Maybe we'll want to go home to stealth camps and live in this tent for the rest of our lives. Hopefully it doesn't rain tonight. If it ends up raining tonight, you thought I was gonna have a plan. Nope. If it ends up raining tonight, it ends up raining tonight. That's all I got to say about that. It's like the worst time not to have steaks too. One time I'm at a windy spot. Hope you guys are catching all this. Okay, so I'd say that way? Right? Yeah. Yeah, I guess. Dab with that one. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this is torn somewhere. Not 100% certain on where. So that should be fun to figure out. Did just hear something creak. Alright, that's a little bit of our tent. I feel like I'm emasculating the tent when I pick it up like that and just throw it around. It's not like a big old baggy tent. You suffer with it. I guess it's just one that has one in it. All the noises in the woods. So scary. I feel like we're gonna get hit with a lot of different nuts today. Acorns, maybe hazelnuts, whatever you want to call them. They're all flying around. We'll keep an eye out for some wild plums and some pawpaws. Those are like the biggest I want to find out here. So we'll try to keep an eye out for those. Pawpaws especially, because I've never had them. I'd love to try them. I don't want to buy them from a store. I want to find them myself. I'll bring this over here. Son of a gun. Am I doing it wrong? I might be doing it wrong. Oh. Promise guys, this never happens. So like I'm gonna find it. Okay. Right here. Shove. There it is. I'll show it to you guys in a second. Okay, we're gonna go for this way. Well, I guess it is supposed to be that way. But as you can see, there's our tear. So we might have some visitors today. Hopefully the rest of the stitching holds. Like I said, here comes some nuts. And there's the quality of the tent. You can already see through the floor. I didn't bring a ground tarp. So this could be an interesting one. There's our little gap. See how much space we need for this. Right next to the bush. This thing ain't shedding water, so I'm not worried about how rigid all of our sides are. Make sure there's nothing but the puncture. Hopefully that springiness will make us comfy tonight. Look at that. So this is home. No windows. Oh, we get one window in the front. We get a nice view of the river. A nice view of the rapids, whatever you want to call them. Get our sweatshirt in here, get our jacket off the ground. There's that hole. Kind of just shove that hole. We're gonna bring in our sleeping pad first. Got a bungee cord around it because I lost my climate bag. Okay, so this is gonna be a tight tent. Wasn't really thinking about that. Because the gear bag is staying outside for the night. Kind of was in the plans. Okay. Will fit. Let me make sure it fits. Try not to pop it on any sticks as we do this dumb maneuver. Alright, we're gonna skip this part. We're gonna see it blown up. Alright, we're all blown up. It's a little tight, but hopefully it works. Go ahead and pop out our sleeping bag from Nature Hike. I believe this is a 30-degree bag, down bag. If you guys have any suggestions, I'm looking for a new one. Maybe even colder. I like down bags and I like cold down bags. I'd rather be too warm than too cool. And for some reason, this one's like a left-sided zipper. So, yeah. Gotta do this. I always forget that. I want to sleep the other way. But, don't get what you want. Also, sleeping pad suggestions. Open to them because I kind of need a thicker one for when I turn on my side. Cause I'll just go right through it. At least my hips do. Getting old. I'm not getting old, but I'd like to be more comfortable when I'm out here. Okay. Pop this off. Open this up. Go. And then of course we got, what is this from Aspect Outdoors? Outdoor dry bag. I'm not sure about the dry bag part, but these are pretty useful. We got our Trek liner, which is pretty much like a nice insert for my actual sleeping bag. And it just protects the sleeping bag and also adds a few degrees of warmth, surprisingly. It's like backwards zipper. Like one size, this side zips on this one, this side zips on that one. It'd be funny. I'll figure it out when we get into it. Let's open this sucker up. There we go. Shove down in there. Oh, it's really soft and comfortable, and you can wash the liner. Probably hand washing it's safe as bet. I haven't had to wash it just yet. Show up with the head. There you go. Got a nice comfy bed. Next, and finally, got our pillow. It's very simple. It's like push in, breathe. Might be time to clean this one. I can smell the fire from the last trip, and you can see some of the ashes because I had a dirty trip the last one. Sometimes that happens when you're having adventures. Shove that right in there. Boom, boom. We got all of our stuff sacks right in the corner so I can pack up easily. And that is it for the tent setup. If I can get this to zip. Oh. So we just have a lot of nighttime clothing. I had no idea what the weather was going to be. These are nighttime clothing. I rode with these on. Just because it gets colder when you're riding the bike. We got our chair. Of course, some filming stuff. Got our food bag. Stove. Again, nighttime clothing. Sweatpants and a thick shirt. Kind of like a long john material. We got our broken tripod with a light on it. In case I want to film in the dark. And our actual tripod for a GoPro. along with a whole bunch of other random stuff we gotta break down. But we're gonna get all this stuff out of here, and then we're gonna set up our chair. Before we go ahead and set up our chair and all that stuff, we're gonna go look for some rocks for the fire pit. So here's our tent. Went ahead and added our little vent cover. Just cover up that white. Got everything else put back in the tent. So I'm just gonna go see what we can find. Like I said, we're not gonna have a huge fire tonight. Got a whole bunch of dry wood. So something small should work fine. See, someone else had a fire right here. No rocks. See another glass bottle down there. It's the same exact spot we were doing our bottle hunting. So it seems like we missed one. There's a rock. It's a little big though. See, more bottles. Definitely have to come back out here and do another bottle hunt as well. We'll just get it all during the trash pickup. More bottles. Oh, those a rock. Gotta be rocks somewhere around here. I think for a pit there'd be rocks. Okay. There are some. No spider webs, please. That's too large for me. Too large. I'm gonna try to find a wet log to use. Here's a rock. Is there more? This one random rock right here. Oh, we got one. Oh yeah, right here. Got a rock pile. Got our rocks ready to camp. Got a half ring going. Kind of just evening out with the hill. A little bit of a windbreak. I'm gonna go ahead and set up our chair. Got the wooden tigress. There's a basic model. Chair's pretty cool. Pop it out. A little dirty from the last trip. So I really did have a dirty time out there. Got to figure out how to undo the Velcro. Very good Velcro on these. So, just kind of open up. Most of them are just pop into place. Sometimes you do have to assist them. It isn't hard, it's just boom, boom. Swings around, boom, and boom. Very simple. Here you see the frame. Then you got your actual seat. goes on like so. So this is where it gets a little tricky because you need a little bit of compression. If you heard my lower intestines, I'm sorry. I was holding you with my mouth. Might have fogged it up. But you get the idea? There's our chair. Got some holes in it from my last fire. But that doesn't happen again. That happened after I went to bed, by the way. That's why you always gotta watch your fires. I was lucky it was just a chair. But we're gonna go ahead and snack down on some tuna packets. Or there's probably just one. And do some exploring. Maybe go down there and see what we can find. Perfect spot though. Yeah. So the river down there, all the way down, and all the way back. Perfect spot. Forgot my eating utensils. Made myself a little one chopstick, I don't know. Eating utensil. It's the best way I can describe it. I'll have to make one more and I can correctly, hopefully, eat my ramen. I choose to eat that later today. I'm gonna bust this open and try it out. Also, wanted to add, I carved that out with the eBay knife that we got last year. Seems to be holding up pretty well. I'm gonna go ahead and try to eat this tuna. All mixed up. See how well our tool works. See? Good enough. Alright, I'm gonna eat. Oh. Very good. I'm gonna stay here, eat my packet of tuna, finish my body armor, and then we'll try to traverse down this hillside the safest that we can and see what's down there. Maybe get in the water. Alright, finished our little lunch. Now we're gonna go on a little venture. Best route to go. I'm thinking I might go down a little bit slower over there. Not slower, but have less of a gradient. It looks like we're gonna snap a neck. Part of me just wants to jump down into the other part. Doesn't want to go to the hospital. Some good sized logs over here. Let's see. I'm even willing to take this. See how messed up this shoreline is. Think I can swing from him? Oh no, no, sorry. Oof. It's all about balance. You can keep balance. You can ride it down. Thank goodness this is all dry, because in the summertime this would be a pain to walk. Here's our river. Not our river, but the river we're on tonight. Very careful when bad step. It's a very far fall. But we're just camped up over there. Alright, I gotta pay attention. But we're camped up over there. Next to the rapids, quote unquote. Cool looking berry. I have no idea what it is. You can see this is obviously a game trail. Try to see if we can find some prints. Look, that made a weird noise. Here we are. Some dirty old rocks. Some big ones in there. Ankle breakers. I don't know if that's cracks in the rocks. Gotta watch it. By the way, if you do this stuff and you're scared of, like, you know, emergency services or having someone to call, pretty sure most of the new iPhones for sure, they're saying that they have the satellite signal, so you can use that for SOS. So I think that's really cool. I hopefully have that generation. Probably not. And I didn't tell any, well, one person knows I'm out here. Always tell somebody when you're going out into the wilderness. Wish we could camp right here. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. The only reason I'm even considering that is because it's the end of summer, so the river's pretty low. And this is nice. This is deep. I guess it gets very deep. That's water lines right there. So yeah, it gets pretty deep out here, but other parts it's super shallow. Last time I was out, it was most of the time to spend on the riverbank, watch people suffer in the rocks. Yeah, we're looking for cool rocks. That's a cool one. You can take me out the rock picker, but you can't take the rock picker out of me. Okay. Try our best not to get our feet wet or our pants. Got some foam. Nice little stretch. Real pretty like. Keep going this way, you're gonna hit the quarry and its outlet into the river. Let's try to get back. Probably a cool place to be like snorkeling for stuff. This level of water. And on the hillside it looks decently clean or clear. I only got the outside of my shoe wet. Very close. Got a game trail up here. This might be the quarry. It is. Alright. Yeah, you can see the quarry right here. I didn't realize how close we were. More trash. I said next season we're just going to be out here going at it. The only reason I say next year is next season. Because I only have the bike, so I can't really move that much trash. Or gear. Or water. Food. Or even the tent that I would want. Because I'm doing all that work all day. I'm not going to be staying in a small tent. I'll just have one of those instant tents in the cart. Pop it out. Pop it up. And then we can just start getting stuff cleaned up. Like I said, when I go home from this trip, I'll start grading off the valley and areas near it. I'll try to get it cleaned up. There she is. Doesn't seem like anyone's come back here. And it seems like they're following the new rules with no target practice. No target shooting. I haven't heard any gunshots. A few years back, when they didn't have those rules in place, there would just be, you know, caravans filled with dudes carting out ammunition and targets, firearms, and lots of tannerite or something of the such. Pretty little bird just sitting there. It's like, who, me? But I'd be camping out here in a hammock, and I would feel the shake in my hammock when they were blowing stuff up. So I'm not against. Just don't cause so much damage that the state doesn't want you to do it out here anymore. You clean up after yourself, obviously. But that's obviously overdue. I'm on a trail going up into there. Into there. Probably an old road. It's washed out. There's another one on the other side. Let's see where this goes. Oh, that was a stabby tree. Good amount of rocks over here. Now it's getting tight. There's a blue jay. Here's our quarry. Someone's obviously been fishing here, camping. It's just trickling out of here today. You got a memorial up there. Very nice spot for a memorial. Good. It's down here. It's farm mud. Yeah, so you'll go right into it. More trash. We're definitely coming back out here to clean this up. It's ridiculous. Alright, we're gonna head back this way. Once we get to the river, we'll come back with you guys. Back to the river. Came down a little further. Can you guys see it? Not the sun, but our campsite's right there. Right up there. See a little better on this side. You can just see the outline of the tent and the chair. Perfectly hidden. I'm gonna have to clean the lens here. It's like not a bad little spot. You know what? Change isn't always bad. I always like to go back to my one spot, but not regretting this. So night comes and skinwalkers come out of their caves or next to me and eat me. Okay. I just got a pit to walk through and assume it's from the shade of the actual drop down. Nothing I was able to grab, or it just fell down. Either way, cool little walkway there. And not to be have here. I'll throw that in the pocket. Something's crawling on it. A valley, so it seems like the sun's lower than it is. Trees are blocking it. Okay, so there seems to be one of these trees nearby, at least. Try to see if we can come back on the top side. This trailhead might be ending soon. This whole entire trail is littered with those nuts. Yeah, we're gonna see if we can find a easy way up. So we'll keeping on. Oh, okay, so it's these. Huh. Alright, we're probably just gonna make our way back to camp. Whatever best way we can. Let's go up this way and back up the hill. Back to camp. We got a few logs. I did stack up the sticks that were around camp. So we have a little bit of wood. We're just gonna go ahead and collect around the area. Probably grab those logs we saw earlier. And just stack up some firewood for the night. We'll be right back. Alright guys, we had gathered all the wood we need. No, I was kidding. We got a good amount of wood. Hopefully, well, it will last us more than long enough. For some reason I always have the tendency of getting way too much wood. The only issue is it hurts my back at the end of the day. But we're fine. It's all dry wood. All snapped very easy. Like perfect sized logs. Which, the small fire pit like this, it's gonna be tricky burning these, but they're so dry, it's, you know, the only one way to see what's gonna happen. Gotta do it. Gotta try it. We got some pine cones down there. We also have some really, really brittle wood, like cracking dry. thicker stuff. We got some birch that we're just gonna probably strip down with a knife real quick and use to start the fire. Anyways, I have our stick to throw on. Gotta break these up, obviously, so they can get out of the flame. No, right on top of it without any issue. But I think we're just gonna chill here for a minute, maybe till it gets a little bit darker. We gotta make another chopstick, and then we should be able to eat when we want to. And this is like the third time I forgot my utensils. Better than forgetting the stove, my opinion. How wild do I look right now? I got the glasses over there chilling because I want to scratch them up because I was going through all the brush and I didn't want to hit a branch when I was carrying all those logs through the woods. But yeah, probably show you guys how we make one of our utensils. Gotta see how it's done. Try to get the tripod for that. Alright guys, it's getting a little cool. Oh, the sun's going away and that cool air is going to come down to this valley. So we got our birch bark chunk here. Just going to very carefully try to... Oh yeah, this is not normally how it goes, but get the idea. Kind of moist. Just leave it on the side here. We got our birch bark. Also got our smaller pieces right here. We can just kind of shave into there. Idea is we'll light some of this inner piece and then eventually it'll cook and not engulf, but it'll give it a good amount of fuel from the birch bark starting to burn on the bottom here. In theory. And yes, this is, I think I already said this is the eBay knife. Got this for like 12 bucks, I believe. Oh, this comes off. Just twisting off at this point. Alright. Basis of the idea. And we're just gonna tear a few little pieces off our bigger ones. Some light pieces. Whatever comes off. Super easy. These little ones are the ones that take the best. Or the thin ones. There we go. I did add stones to this and change it up and added this big stone here. Just gonna help wind. I think we're all ready to go. Make sure sticks around the flame. You can hear how dry these sticks are. It's like drumsticks. Again, we're not going to build it too big. Sorry. The camera. Oh, that's nice and warm. Sure we don't lose our lighter. Very nice, there's no bugs. I honestly don't even think I needed the chair this time. Used to stand down towards the water where it's always wet and soggy. Like, I mean, tell you, it still sinks. And that's a salamander. Oh, yeah, moved him. Maybe I do need the chair. No, it's still sinking to the ground. Gotta 3D print something for the bottom of the chair there. Oh, there goes half our rock wall. Fix it in a moment. Tried like digging a trench right here, thinking I could do like a Dakota fire hole, everything, but I think it'll be fine. Now we have more than enough wind. By the way, I did identify this nut, shag nut, hickory, shagroot. Hickory, I believe that's what it is. Thanks to my identification notes in my phone. But yeah, found a little shag nut. I don't know if it's good or anything. I still gotta do research on how to crack them open. I just have pictures saved. But yeah, I don't know, there's somewhere in this valley there's a shag root tree. Maybe we can come do a harvest out here at one point in time, maybe next year. Still no pawpaws though. Good amount of acorns, so I know where to come to get the acorns. Probably why we saw that squirrel on the way in. Okay. Well, we're just gonna stay here and tend this fire. Try not to build it up too much, but at the same time build up some embers so we can throw the larger ones on and have them cook slowly. I don't need a large fire, I just want something that'll give us a little bit of heat. We'll be back when this thing's going, or we're gonna make some food. Got a good amount of embers now. It was like 3 feet in this direction because the wind was kicking. So that's another reason we're keeping it low. But it's nice and warm. Doing its job. Just gotta watch how much dry wood we put in there. No, it just breaks like that. See what I mean? It just kind of so dry. But just threw one of the logs on there. Still got a good amount left. Plenty of it around us. Probably start snapping limbs off this thing and have a good amount of wood. We got plenty though. Here comes that heat. Wood's nice and dry, so it's like feeding kibble to a dog. Only needs a few small pieces. Honestly, there's no complaints about the tent so far. I forgot the screw-on part for that tripod, so it's just entirely useless. I'm using the alien octopus arm one that I got for snapping on the trees. I won't be surprised if we do hear some deer, whatnot, crossing the river down here by the rocks. The shallowest part usually do come through over there, or the shallowest parts in the river. There's a good amount of trails going right down here. I want to do a time lapse, but I can't think of a position to really get a good one. Maybe we'll set you guys up down there. Maybe. We shall see. Pretty sure there's a deer over there. Cause I got up to check and I thought I heard something crossing the river. I couldn't see it. But it does sound like something came up into the woods with us. Most likely just a deer. Especially if I heard it crossing the river. Listening to us because it's not doing anything when I'm talking. Yeah. There's no way to see through this foliage really. As soon as I start walking through the woods, you just kind of scatter. Might as well just leave them alone. Guarantee you from the smoke, he knows I'm here. Sun's fading away. Yeah, some wood to the fire. Not what I was trying to do, but same endpoint. Tried to slide out of my chair, just tilted. I'm guessing it should all light up in a minute. Stick. we don't burn ourselves. Which happens because I just grab them for some reason. I'm starting to that bark off. Oh, that is dangerous stuff, eh? Let's not do that anymore. That's how hot it is in there. Yeah, it sounds like something coming through the water. I forget how uneven this site is, so it's like this stuff and it start to tilt. Yeah. Don't know what that is. Probably just a doe wandering around. Some burned barely half through our wood. Probably good thing because the sun's still up. Probably just let this chill out, throw this little bit of wood on, and then just let it ember until it gets a little darker. And then need some actual light, more heat. Because it's a little chilly out here. Next time I'm gonna try to remember to get a thermometer, or a baby thermometer. Cause I could tell you the area's temperature, but I feel like it'd be fun, or more fun, just to have the exact location's temperature. Because I feel like wherever that station isn't always gonna pinpoint this valley. Because then everyone would be getting the temperature of this valley instead of 100 feet up, 200 feet up. I feel like there is a difference. Especially in the summer. Even on hot nights down here, it'll just be freezing. That heat will rise, that cold will set in. Just like it will tonight. But we got our down bag, our infill, or insert, and then we obviously have our sweatpants and like under john, long john, kind of like long john top, then a sweatshirt as well, and fresh pair of socks and a fresh pair of underwear. So we should be fine. We will be fine. I'm honestly loving this new spot. I don't even think anything is bad, I just think it's just nuts falling. Me being paranoid. Got a fire still going away. Went ahead and made a second utensil. You know, it'll work. Sorry I didn't film it. Don't know if I said I was going to, I think I forgot to. Just been hanging out here the whole time, taking care of the fire. Mary gonna cook up some ramen just to fill our stomachs. Seems a little early to be eating dinner. Also charging up her phone. Just hanging out. Sun's gone down, it's gotten a little darker in the forest. You can just barely see it over there on those treetops. Did have a squirrel like jump from that one of these tree branches over to here and go up there. I'm assuming maybe his home's up there. So we're gonna have a neighbor for the night. really peaceful out here. But yeah, I think we're gonna fill up our pot with some water. Go ahead and make some ramen. Probably gonna go with just a little pack of Indomie goreng fried noodles, stir fried noodles. These are like the best things ever. And yeah, they're great tasting. Go ahead and fill up our pot with water and get it boiling. See if we can do this one-handed. Okay. Busting the seal now. Good enough for noodles. Oh, I forgot. I gotta do this two-handed because the thing stopped working. No, just give it a try. Pull this off. And see, it sparks. Nothing. Try not to blow our face off. I forget which way it is. Getting that lid on is apparently the biggest pain in the butt with this thing. We're boiling. Okay, have the heat on. Open this pot. Oh, it's not good. Okay, this is good. Drop all our noodles in the pot. Oh! Forgot about the sauces. Oh, now they're nice and warm. Okay, didn't puncture any of them. We got all this powder mixtures. I'm gonna eat this fast and try to get out of the pot before it causes too much staining. Not staining. It's gonna be real oily. Let that cook it. Make sure that noodles going down. Don't want to burn the edges or anything gum. Trying to keep you guys away from the steam. There we go. Now I know it's okay. Make our trash. The remnants of noodles into the fire. Just the remnants. We add some wood to our fire. Trash in there. And just let those cook for like 3 minutes. Once all this burns down, we'll put a big old piece on top. And come back when the noodles are ready to be ate, or mix it all up. Looking like we're done here. Now we're running out of sunlight as well. We're just late. Oh. Smoking you out. Go ahead and dump as much water as we can. Go. Okay, here we go. Let's go like some normal ramen noodles. Go ahead and get this tripod wrapped around my leg. Try to show the process, or attempt to. So we're gonna start off easy. Go with the dry packets. I have no idea what any of this is, but it's delicious. 3 different kind of sauces that go in here. There's some man just making noise. Okay. Oh, this is gonna puncture it. Ooh. Of course, I know it's gonna get some on me. Good thing I got some of those combat wipes. Just drizzle all that in there. Okay. Put that so we can disregard it. Hands. Got our chopsticks. Mix that in. Got to stoke the fire here in a minute. It's almost gone completely out. Make sure we stir this evenly. And that is the end result. Gonna let this stew in its flavoring. We're also gonna toke our fire because it is dying on us. It's all dry enough, so where you should kind of just start right back up. I was worried about the food more than I was the fire. Blow on it once or twice. we go. Probably throw a couple bigger pieces on there so that doesn't happen so easy. Knocking over rocks. But be careful because some of them are warm. That should be good for a little bit. Alright. Excuse me, guys. Going to enjoy my dinner. Or pre-course to my dinner. We ate all of our noodles. We had to figure out a light for the GoPro because this is kind of crazy. Sorry for the shadow. But we ate all of our noodles. As you can see, he's got a good amount of leftovers or build-up, whatever you want to call it. Oil. Probably there's a lot of sesame oil. We try to clean that up with some water out of our good old trusty canteen. A great thing when I want to bring in a good amount of water with me. Plus it makes me feel like a cowboy when I carry it. Sounds like there may be like a construction zone over there. But staying warm next to the fire. I'm gonna have to scooch closer to it here in a second because it's getting a little chilly. I'm gonna try to avoid getting all my clothes smelling like smoke. Just save them for when we go to bed. But we're gonna clean this pot and get closer to the fire and just hang out. I was thinking maybe we would have saved that Mountain House meal for another time and just get a tuna packet. Just more than enough. In the morning we can make ourselves that chicken ramen for breakfast before we head out. Yum, scrimily dumptious. Hopefully they're not making too much noise over there. It sounds like it just completely stopped. Got a good bed of embers now. Burned up most of our wood. It's been hanging out here on the ground, so I really didn't need the chair. But I think we're just gonna call it a night here. Getting pretty late. We just sat out here the last few hours, just taking it in. Probably pretty dark in the camera. Moon's somewhere over yonder. I don't know if I can get it. Barely. Yeah, I think we're gonna call it a night here. Let this burn out. Hit the hay. Wake up in the morning, get some food in us. Hopefully we don't pop up in the middle of the night with a camera thinking something's outside the tent. Well, we didn't get eaten last night. That's one good thing. Don't know how hectic I look. Try to pop this. Oh yeah. Beautiful morning. Morning, guys. Ooh, the night was filled with animals moving around us. One thing I didn't notice about the tent is that it is not long enough for me. So slept at kind of an angle, and so did my ankles because I couldn't sleep my feet up. So like sideways. So my ankles are kind of sore. So with my neck. I thought it was long enough the last time I checked. Maybe I tore it and just kind of didn't do anything. I just broke it down. I was like, ooh. But other than that, the tent held up pretty well. Kept us dry. Kept us windless, kind of. At one point I opened the tent in the middle of the night and I forgot to close it. So it wasn't great. Could have woke up with a friend. Or a few of them. It's around 8 a.m. So we're just gonna go ahead and warm ourselves up with a fire. Maybe some tuna. And just wake up. And we can start breaking down camp. Went ahead and switched back toward day pants. Made our sweatpants on for the night. Got our phone charging up on the battery bank. Actually, I like the long cord because I can do stuff with it, but I gotta use this short cord because it takes forever to charge if I don't. Got that going. I know I look raggedy, but we're just gonna go ahead and clean up our face. Ashes, dirt, whatever I rolled into when I was sleeping last night. It's a good amount of dirt in the tent. Legit just shaved 2 days ago. Not too bad. Sit out here, enjoying our view while we still can. I'm gonna go ahead and switch the battery in the GoPro and see if we can't get camp packed up. Probably eat at the end and throw the chair in. Let's see what happens. Alright guys, you're ready to pack up camp. Then we're gonna eat our tuna. I'm gonna show you guys how we go from this into this. Got everything packed up. It's got our GoPro stick and head mount in case we want to use it. Got our breakfast left out, water, and then the clothes that we're gonna throw on as extra layers because it's still a little chilly out, and we're gonna need it for the bike ride anyways. Might as well not have to break it out of the bag. Yeah, we're just gonna do the last few minutes, the running water, eat our tuna, and call it a day. Hopefully we see some wildlife on the way out. We went ahead and dumped our water, fire. It's out pretty much. Clothes are just steaming off all the water. We're gonna go ahead and hit the trail. Here's another view of Corey. Nice peaceful walk. Nice and cool. If you enjoyed the video, guys, please leave a like or a comment suggesting some other kind of trips you should take. Style trips, little adventures, any kind of suggestions, go ahead and leave them down below. Love hearing from you guys. Thank you guys for watching the video, and if something doesn't run across the trail in front of me, this will be the end. Thank you guys for watching. Have an amazing day.